So we got relics, we got ducats, but now we want plat. And I gotta tell ya, if you've been following along with these guides, I got good news. Relics are the most stable form of platinum making within Warframe, and today we are discussing the biggest relic community out there and how you can start making plat through it. To make the most out of relic running for plat, I use a Discord community, and as such, a decent bit of this video will be explaining how the community works to let you guys know about it and give you the opportunity to give it a look as well. Today we'll be looking and talking about the VRR and VRC communities, an absolute powerhouse of Discord currently holding 1.5 thousand members each. I'm going to talk about the Discord a little bit and then go into how to use it or how to make platinum, so if you're interested in that, stick around, or skip to the time on screen to get started. So if I have piqued your interest in this community, let me give you a rough explanation of these Discords and see whether it's something that you might get some use out of. VRR is a Discord full of some of the most insanely dedicated relic players that I have ever met. Players like Ironhair, who gave me the Ducat screenshot for the thumbnail of the last video. A large list of players with over 1,000 vaulted relic squadrons, or Guthix and Addy, who code and design their own bots and spreadsheets to help everyone in the community. These are just some of the players within the Discord, a community with Warframe market moderators, top competitive clan players, and just a bunch of people that are way more stuff in Warframe that would ever be necessary. With guides, bots, and spreadsheets around to help anyone who may be interested in investing into these relics, the Discord community seems to always be more than willing to help out, get you up and running, and explain how to go about it. As someone who is in quite a large number of random Warframe Discords, I always see myself coming back to VRR and VRC due to the community and the use of the Discords. The main point and use of the server is finding other people who have the same old, expensive vaulted relics as you do, so that you can run together and multiply the profit. Instead of running your solo relic, you get 3 more chances, which is great for making some good plat. The servers have a few different things that can be run. Vaulted relics are the most common and what the server is designed for. However, there is also prime access farms whenever a new farm is dropped, so people can make bank off the frame coming in, as well as random rad shares if you ever just want ducats, and then of course traces, which can be used with trash relics just to farm yourself up some traces. If you do end up getting into the Discord server, on top of everything else there is a great bot system. You can subscribe yourself to relic types, and whenever someone would like to host that relic, the bot will actually send you a notification, meaning instead of sitting there waiting for a squad to fill, or waiting to see if someone else will host, you can just host and wait for the bot to tell you it's full, or just join whenever the bot sends you a notification. There is also ranks for how many squads you have joined or run, allowing you to see how experienced other members are within the community. The two Discords are very different, however. VRR is intended as simply a tool for finding squads, no chats or extra features, something everyone can be invited to with no dramas, toxicity or issues. VRC is similar, but it's more community based, with lots of chats as well as giveaways and other events. Giveaways are both public as well as more restricted for the active runners. Events are also run from time to time. We had an invite and a relic farming event this year, and one of my favorite parts is the fissure ping bot. This bot is coded to only show when there are good fissures, as I mentioned in the second part of our relic guide, so you can see whether it's worth logging in to do relics at any one time, while also allowing you to set up certain relic missions when you want to be notified, such as a Neo Exterminate. If this sounds like something that you might be interested in, well, you're in the right place. The links are now on screen and I'll place it in the description. Before we finally get into the plat making section of this guide, if this guide or any of the others we have posted has helped you in the past, please consider subscribing. 95% of viewers here are not subscribed. It may not help you, but it massively helps me. This is a screenshot of when I don't mention this, and here's one of when I do. See the difference? Yeah, me neither. Thank you for all that have been supporting the channel, I massively appreciate it. Anyway, so you want to run vaulted relics? Well, now the first step is to actually own the vaulted relics. Some of you watching may already have a lot, but some of you may not. If you don't own relics, there are always people willing to help. Essentially, it's a bit of a grind and a bit of luck, sitting in trade chat. However, using the right copy paste message can be the difference between someone bothering to message you and not. So we have a default general use copy pasta for new players who are getting into relics. You can see this on my screen now. My suggestion is to pick 1, 2, or maybe 3 frames to focus on, and start working on purchasing those relics. Frames such as Vault, Saren, Vauban, Necros, Frost and Ember are really great picks to start off with. Using little things like DM on either side of your message in trade chats can make your message much more visible and easier to get trades. Now it can be a bit worrying to invest plat, but provided you are working at a good price, you are almost guaranteed profit. If you are ever concerned with being ripped off, you can always ask in the Discord, in the comments here or even on stream. So sit in trade chat for a while and slowly get an okay looking stack of vaulted relics. Now that you have some, time for the fun part. Finding squads normally can be very hard, which is why I've talked so much about the Discord. If you're on the Discord, go and DM the Void Relic bot and subscribe to the relics you just purchased. Now if at any stage someone else hosts one of the relics you got, then it will notify you and you can get in there real quick. Just quickly before I continue however, there are a few terms on the server that you may not have heard before, so a quick fire list here. 4B4 means all players run the desired relic. An example being 4B4R means all players run the rad relic, which is like a rad share. 2B2 means 2 people run the desired relic and 2 people run trash. After you run that, you then swap, and the people who just ran trash then run the desired relic. Once all players have run the desired relic, that is one cycle. Then there's also 1B1, which is the same thing again, just one player at a time. Now the reason that we run like this is that you can get even more loot from just using one of the rare relics. So if you're using them at different times, you negate the chance of there being 2 good drops at any one time. And this in turn also reduces the chance that you'll lose plat while increasing the chance that you'll make profit. If you are ever confused on how best to run a relic or whether to join a squad, you can always ask and you're pretty much guaranteed that someone will respond. Once you got a squad, just some general rules and guides. Running Titania, Vault, Wukong and Gorse are expected frames. The builds for these were posted in the second part of our relic guide, but if you're in the Discord they are also in the builds channel too. While in a squad you aren't allowed to leave to trade as you just slow everyone in the squad down. So turning Warframe Market off while in a squad is generally a must. And then whenever in a squad where only 1 or 2 people are running a relic at a time, the order of who goes when is the in-game chat order, which is always alphabetical. I know there's a few rules and stuff there, but essentially if you just talk to your squad and ask questions when you don't know things, people are always going to be willing to help you. So run those relics that you bought in a few squads, get them all opened and then head off to sell. Selling is a bit of a game, and you have a couple of options. You can go to trade chat and try and get a slightly higher sell price than you would normally, or go to Warframe Market and match the lowest price. I would always suggest avoiding undercutting someone, however, as it leads to slowly crashing the market. Remember that if you mark something as invisible and then visible, you will appear at the top of the list on Warframe Market, even if your price is the same as someone else. Also, as a bit of a golden rule, try to always sell primes in sets as much as possible. If it isn't possible, you can sell individual parts, however selling sets will always net you a massive gain in plat over time. Vaulted relics is a bit of luck and a game, but if you are persistent and willing to learn the market, it is quite potentially going to be your biggest income for the rest of your game time in Warframe. I know through this video that I dumped a whole lot of information about a lot of different things, and there are quite probably a lot of different questions that you may have. If you have questions about what I run, how I run, or anything else, feel free to leave these questions in the comments below. That, however, will conclude our 3-part guide into the world of relics. If this was the first one you watched, maybe check out the other 2 as they were designed to be watched in order. Thank you all so much for the support recently. We recently hit some insane goals and I won't let this opportunity go away. Much love everyone, and Robo out.